Today I'm going to show you how to get an at your domain email for free. What is going on? So today, let's make your business look a little more official and get away from that Gmail with an at your company domain email. And this is how you do it. So we're going to go through Zoho to get this. So if I search for Zoho Mail, we need this link right here. Zoho Mail says sign up for free. And then you get to this page and it's like saying $1, $4, $3, that's not free. Okay, come down here to free. So navigate down to the free, and we're still working on ecmlawns.com. So this is for their business. We already own this domain, so we're going to choose this option. So we're going to click add, and here we go. So let's say ECM. I'm gonna say Paul Samia. That is his name. I'm gonna go Paul S is how they want their stuff, and I need to grab their phone number. So let me grab this over here. And we make a password, so I'll make a password real quick for them. Contact email. So this is for if you get locked out. So I'm gonna take his personal email. So there we go. We're gonna agree to their terms, and that's it. So his personal email is gonna be pauls@ecmlawns.com. And we'll make a couple of their office girls some emails, and maybe like a services at, info at, whatever they want, right? So proceed and sign up. So it's doing this. So I had just got off the phone with Paul and let him know that this verification code was going to be coming, and he will forward that to me, and then I will enter it. I would like to just be able to use my phone and get this knocked out for my clients, but Zoho limits you to one phone number or one email per phone number. So that's on the free plan. I don't know if that's different on the paid plans or not, but it is what it is. So it's not that big of a deal. Pretty easy workaround. If you do have a Google Voice number, you can have them text that Google Voice number and use one phone twice like that. Okay, so Paul just texted me the code, and here we go. Verify my mobile, and boom, boom, boom. So I definitely don't want to turn on two-factor authentication, because then I wouldn't be able to do my thing, right? So we'll just leave it as it is for now. He's welcome to turn that on in the future. So Zoho just takes a second to kind of set everything up here, and then it's going to walk us through the process of how you do this. So we use cPanel. So I'm going to actually use the CNAME method. You have a TXT method, a CNAME record method, and a HTML record. So what I'm going to want to do is take this CNAME right here and point it to this value right here. And all that means is we need to go add a DNS record to this domain. So I'll go to where the domain is hosted, and we'll go edit DNS. So where you need to navigate to do this could be different. I'm in WHM, which is like what developers use, like me. But yours will definitely be different than this, and you'll just have to figure out how to access your DNS records. And it may be at your domain registrar, and it may be at your host. So those are the two places you would look for those. So we're going to pick the right one right there, and then we're going to come put those values in that they supplied us right here. So this CNAME record goes right here. We make it a CNAME record, and then we take that value they gave us right here, and we put it in here. So here's something interesting. We need to put a period after that. If you notice, every domain in here has a trailing period. So we need to make that happen right here. And I did. So we'll click save, and it says it will serve as my mail exchanger. Great. So let's go back, and we're going to need to add more records. So come in. There's our record looking good right here. And let's go back to Zoho and see if it has picked it up already. And it has. Congratulations, your domain has been verified. So there's a chance that it may take a little while to sync through, so it is what it is. But here we go. We're going to create an account. Add users. And we'll go ahead and add users so you can see this process right here. So we'll go Robin, and her last name is B. And let's go Robin B at ecmlawns.com. And I'm going to make everyone's password the same. And say, okay. So that's that. Let's go ahead and add another user. So the other office girl at ECM is Raven W. So we're going to make hers Raven W at ECM Lawns, and we'll keep that same password. And okay. So that's that. So those will be the emails that I'll start off with right here. And we'll go back to setup. So say don't save that, create groups. So I'm not exactly sure what groups are, but you can create a group that's HR or this. So boop boop boop. We'll go ahead and do it. I've actually never done this, but let's go ahead and do this just so you can see the process. So let's add a group. And we'll call group name. So we'll say office. Group email. And we'll say office at ecmlawns.com. That'll work. Cool. And moderators, members, and whatever. So let's just try typing their names in here. Well, that's fine. So I guess you either add members or moderators. I'm not sure. It tells you over here. We'll try that. We can always switch this later. So we'll just go with that and say create group. And great. Let's go back to the setup. And now we need to add our MX records. So I do this a lot. So it's going to be mx.zoho.com, and then it's mx2, mx3, and then 10, 20, and 50 as a priority. And the host name is @ So whenever you see @ as the host name, you can either use the @ symbol, which my backend will not accept the @ symbol, so I need to use the domain.com with that trailing period. So we'll hop back into our records here, and I'll make 3 new MX records, and like that. So the host name is going to be there, 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 and it's going to be 3. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 10. This is going to be 20. And this is going to be 50. And then all of these will be ecmlawns.com. Okay, so that's that. So I just added these 3 domain records, or they are in queue, ready to be added, right? Double check my values, got it correct. Okay, the other thing I need to do is remove this MX record right here. So to do that, in mine, I just go back to select, and it'll take that one out. So that's that, and we'll go to save. And voila, still saying we're good. Awesome. So we'll go back to here, hop back in again, and now we're here. Okay, so we're back. And we'll say next. We'll say MX lookup. We'll look for those records. And okay, so it just hasn't picked up on it yet. I know I have them in correctly, and we'll double check that in 1 second. So once again, here it is explaining @ or the domain. So that's that. We need to put this is the SPF record. It's actually a TXT record. So we'll take this value right here, and we'll put this in here. So TXT record, boop, and here. And this needs to go in quotes. So yours may or may not need to go in quotes. This needs to go right here. And if you notice right here, our records have been added to by the system. So I've corrected those. That's probably why I didn't pick up on them the first time. And that's that. So we've added that record right there. Now let's proceed to the DKIM and just add both of these at the same time. And we will go here, and we need to add our selectors. So the selectors are going to be what you have before the at, right? So before at. So Paul S was one of them. So save that, and we'll add Paul's record here. So we'll come back and we'll do Paul, and this is going to be a TXT record also. TXT, TXT, TXT. So we got Paul. We're going to have Robin B, I believe. Robin B. We're going to have Raven W, and we're going to have Office. And I don't actually need that or the period. So I'll get rid of this. And then see, this is why I needed those quotes. So the TXT information for Paul. So we're still on Paul over here. We'll take this and get my quotes, and bam. So I'll get my quotes in all of them. Okay. And now let's say verify, and it's not going to verify because obviously I haven't saved yet, right? So let's go back to the setup, and we need to go back here and back here, and boop. So Paul S is in there, but we haven't done it yet. So we'll go Robin B and save, and there's that. So I believe we are good, and we'll click save. And we're still looking good right here. Perfect. So verify. Okay. Let's go back to setup, and we're going to skip migrating. So you could pull in emails from an existing email via IMAP or POP. So that's pretty straightforward. They'll give you the instructions and all that kind of stuff. And you can download the app and use this on your phone. Very clean, sleek interface on Zoho emails. I highly recommend it. Prefer it over any other email, platform. So we're all set up. Go to Zoho Workplace. We're just in Mail. Zoho has all kinds of stuff you may want to look into, including a CRM and all this kind of crazy stuff. So we're just going to skip that, and we're going to go to New Mail, and we'll just test it out right at lawncrack.com. Test, and send. So let's see if I got that. So I'll bring my email up. This is Zoho. Zoho lets you do some customization as far as dark mode, light mode, etc., etc., etc. So your interface here could certainly look different, but it's very easy to organize your emails into folders and stuff like this, and blah, blah, blah. Search the emails, all that. So there we go. Paul S at ecmlawns.com. It is working, and that's that. So one thing that I definitely want to mention in this video is just because you did this and set this up, it does not mean that, say, a contact form on your website will go through to your email. So let's hop in here and take a look at that real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's go visit the site, get my builder open, and change that email to Paul's email. So I currently have all the forms going to Robin's email, so I'm going to change this form right here to send to Paul's email and show you what's going on here. So Paul S, ecmlawns.com, boop, save. Okay. So now let's open up in a different browser so we're not logged in to the editor. We're not logged into WordPress on this browser, so here we go. So if I fill this form out right here, okay, and click submit. Thanks so much. Please expect a call from us shortly. And let's go back to their email. And as you can see, there is no email in here. So the form did not go through, right? So since the form didn't go through, we need to enable SMTP, I believe is what it's called. So let's go in here and we'll need to add a plugin. So let's go to plugins. I need to go to add new, my bad. Go to add new and go to easy STMP. And it's SMTP because I'm dyslexic. So I default to this one because I've never had any issues with it, 400,000 installs. So this is the one I always use and it works great for me. If it doesn't, there's plenty of other ones to try. So we'll activate this plugin, and then the setup of this plugin is very, very simple. And assuming all of our records and our DNS have cycled through and synced in, we should literally be good to go already. So from email address, we'll just say pauls@ecmlawns.com for the time being. From ECM Landscaping and Lawn Care. Reply to email address. Let's keep that the same. SMTP at Zoho. This is 465 is the value I need right here. It is SSL, so that's that. So the username is actually the email, so ecmlawns.com. Then the password is the password I've been using for them. So I'll grab that, stick that password in there, save changes, okay. And then I'll go to additional settings and encrypt the password, save changes. And then we will send a test email right here. Test email was sent successfully, no errors. So if I pull my email back up, I will see I just got this email from that website, my little spammy email I just sent myself as the test. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go back to the website here, still with the form that we just sent. So we just, did the SMTP thing, and we're gonna refresh. And now I'm just gonna go ahead, I need to be on this one. So I'll just refresh, make sure we're refreshed, and we have all this filled out already. So I'll click submit, and went through again. So now we should be able to come back to Paul's email, and hopefully he will get this email, right? Okay, so it doesn't appear to be going through, right? So maybe this is a good thing. Let's come back to our DNS and check the DNS records to make sure that nothing funky happened like it did when we were setting it up the first time. So our domain keys look good. They don't have anything added to them. Our MX records look good. We have the SPF record. We have our DKIM records. And from everything I am seeing right here, it looks like we should be getting the emails now. So one thing you need to understand about emails is there's a 4-hour propagation period with emails. So just because this is not working right now does not mean that it's not set up properly. I need to come back 4 hours later and check it. So if it doesn't work again, I'll test it one more time. We simply need to wait before we go changing stuff. So what I'm personally gonna do is I'm gonna check all these values, make sure that I should have that period after that, make sure I shouldn't have the period after this compared to others that I've done. So I work on a lot of websites. I have all of this reference data to reference, and that's why I feel like I'm in a much better position to manage your online presence because I do this all day, every day for a multitude of clients, including my own businesses. And I know the ins and the outs and how to do things right and how to do them for super duper cheap. I see a lot of guys doing stuff on their own, just completely overpaying. Like, makes me really sick. Like, whoa, like that is just craziness what you're paying for these services here. Hopefully that helped you out if you were, trying to set this up for yourself. So 4-hour propagation period, come back, check it, may need to make some tweaks, but now you can get your own @your-domain email for free with Zoho. So if you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. I do this a lot for a lot of companies, so if you're having issues, I'd be happy to lend a helping hand. And if you just want us to do it, just let me know, and we'll shoot you a quote and get it set up for you. But that's it for today. Until the next video, keep making money.